Well, today's the day. Convert this from a machine shed to a barn. Well, today we get to set this place up. I still got some panels I got to build, but here I want to take this out of here and build something a little more permanent and handier. This is actually our hot pens here, insulated, and can heat them if needed. So today we gotta, like I said, set up our panels, some more posts. There's a post that needs to come and go there. Close that door, unroll these bales. Got some help coming, so he should be along pretty soon. But the first thing I got to go do, I just discovered flat tire in the bale processor. Didn't notice that. Good thing I didn't notice that last night. Looks like it just went flat overnight. So first things first, see if the old boy wants to take a tire in to get fixed. So I guess I better get at that first. Well, it's late in the day. I didn't do any videoing of the actual process of putting this together, but I can do a quick explanation. So, yeah, she's now from an empty machine shed to a full-fledged calving barn, with a few minor changes to make yet. So what we do, I guess, where that big door is, we have that gate in there, so that way cows can't push on that door and bust out and whatnot, because we were having some issues with that, and I finally said enough's enough. We're putting a gate there. This is the door they come in, and we need to, cow has a calf or whatever. We have this gate here for when we want to keep the door open in the nicer weather. Maternity pen is set up and staked down, because sometimes an unruly cow likes to move that thing around, especially with that gate hung on the end of it, and then you can't latch the gate. So I've got that done. And if they would need to go into the lean-to, they can go through that door over there. And here, this pen here is where we keep our calf chute and process the calves, give them their tags and whatnot, and a little safer place. That way you don't have to deal with them out here. I'll show you that in a future video. And we have 1, 2, and then that L pen over there's 3, 4, 5, 6 pens out here. Basically just panels. We tie those up, flag screw them to the wall over there, as you can see. And here we got panels here. It's kind of cumbersome. You got to always kind of lift the gate to open it, which I'd like to make some changes eventually. We got some ideas, kind of, Dave and I were thinking about some ideas what to do. Probably do a hoop gate like that, and then just pin it to the panels, and that should work better than what this is already. Here what we do is we've got some 2 3/8 pipe, oil pipe, and we just kind of screw some 2x4s up there to keep it from moving around. And then at the bottom, I have some, it's probably 1.25 inches. It's at least 1 inch around sucker rod. that I cut up into about 3-foot lengths. Pound them into the gravel and dirt there, and then the pipe goes over top of that, so that way it can't move around that way. So we decided to hinge this gate here, put a hinge gate here, which works a lot better than these panels. And then got this 4-foot gate here that leads into this L-shaped pen, which actually goes into the hot pens, which I'll show you in a minute or two. And same idea. Up at the top, some 2x4s to keep it in place. Sucker rod underneath. Hold things in place, that way it's more solid. We still have the panel system here, which you gotta lift the panel to open the gate, which isn't the handiest. I've got a swing gate here, which works a lot better. I've still got to make my 10-foot gate. I used to have a 10-foot panel there, but I want to change that to a 10-foot panel with a 4-foot walk gate. So that way we're not having to lift the panel and to come in and out all the time. So got that project yet to do. What else? That's about it on this end. Like I say, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with the maternity pen, 7 pens on this side. And when she turns terrible cold, or we find a calf out in the cold, come through here. Oh yeah, we had to shut these doors up. Well, that door was already shut from the winter. This one here, you just had to finish closing it. You come into here, we have a bit of a maternity pen in here we used to use. Here, I'll just shut this. Here, I'll get back so I can show you better. Got a head gate put on there so you can get a calf sucking here. A double gate. As you can see there. Not really a good place to pull a calf, but it's a good place to get a calf sucking. Especially if we have twins or something like that. Needs a little extra time. We just put them in here. Little divider pen here with a walk-through gate. And then this other pen here, I want to take this out. This was kind of a temporary thing. Of course, that's about 10 years ago. The way it goes, temporary ends up being permanent. I'm getting sick and tired of this system. They can push it around and it's just 2-bit system. It's time to build something, say a 12-foot to there, and maybe come this way a little bit, and maybe make a 4-foot box in here. Little gate here, little gate there. Here, if I can back up a little bit. Here, I'll get this moved so I can show you better. You kind of get my idea. Put a 4-foot gate on this side of the head gate, and then a 4-foot gate going to that door. That way, if you ever want to put a little bit of grain in front of the cow, while there's a cow in this pen here, she's not going over to fight with the other cow for her grain. So just trying to make things a little bit better here. And this could be used as a bale feeder somewhere else anyway. So we're not really making good use of this. It's kind of a hokey thing here that we've had for years. And so yeah, now we're coming back out. There's our little calf chute that we use for processing our calves. I got to take it over there yet. A couple of sleighs. A few pieces of pipe that need to be hauled out of here. Pen that needs to be bedded. And this is our lean-to that we built 4 years ago. Dave and I and one of Dave's friends. And we got 8 pens down here, down this alley. That's one project I made sure I got done before calving, because the odd cow would try and challenge that panel or gate. The other panels, not so much. They're pretty good. So basically we've got another extra 8 pins for overflow, plus the alley. You see these gates there? They swing shut. So I got an extra, basically another 4 pins. And then gates at the other end of the door so the cows don't challenge the door. And if need be, if we're trying to help a maternity pen, of course, it's through that door that way. And if we get into a predicament that we have to take the cow to the vet, instead of taking her out the shed all the way around, which what we used to do, is take her out, take her all around, switch a bunch of gates, take them through here, through the windmill area, down to the old barn, and where the loading chute there is, where the front of the bins. Had to take the cow all the way there to put her in the trailer. Now, we've simplified that. I'll shut this door. Shut this gate. Back the trailer up to this door now. And with the wide door of the trailer, open that up. And all you got to do is bring the cow down the alley, into the trailer, off to the vet you go. Simplified that immensely. Immensely. It's one of the best moves we've made, actually building this lean-to. It's been really a real asset for us. So, as long as you don't back into to the door, I guess you're all right. But you just got to be careful. So, I guess that's her in a nutshell on that part of how we do things. Lots of water today. Lake 3D is back. So, really dropping the snow. Back in the day, when there was no cameras or anything like that, this is where somebody would sleep for the night. Or sometimes stay for the daytime too. Our little calving shack. Just some place where for a chair. I'd like to take this wall out and just storing junk. But yeah, it's just a little recliner and a table because I keep my tags in here and store some stuff for processing calves and whatnot, and have a radio. It's got power. Keep our calving supplies here too and whatnot. Oh, looks like the stomach tubes here too. And then store some other crap and whatnot. So yeah, back in the day when sometimes we used to hire people to do the night shift for us, they would stay in here and it was heated. Of course, that little heater kept them warm. Of course, this window isn't that great, but then they can sit in the chair and just kind of watch what was going on. There was a problem. We had an intercom system here at one time. Message somebody at the house, and then somebody would come out and help them out. So, but now we just use this for getting our tags ready and stuff like that. And or if we are waiting for a cow to calve, sometimes you're better off going to the house and watching on the camera. But there's other times it's kind of handy just to crash in the chair here and sometimes veg out. And I forgot to mention, yes, we do have camera systems in this barn. There's one that in there, up there. We have none in the lean-to. But there's one that points into here, and we have another one outside here. There we go. There it goes. Right there. An oscillating one. And once it gets toward bedtime and whatnot, we close this gate so that there's nothing out here for the night. So nobody can go wander off like this one's kind of thinking of doing. My God. Other than that, she's just going for a drink. So anyways, we close this gate for the night. And then we just pan, Mom and Dad will pan the cameras in the house, or the monitor is in the house. And they just scan the area, and if they see anything, somebody comes out, takes a look, and makes life a little bit easier. Across the road, well, you still got to walk it. So, I think we got enough for a video here. Next video, there's going to be some upgrades done to that. I just haven't done it yet. So, stay tuned for that if you guys your folks are interested. So, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.